Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. Good morning to all the new people who arrived to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. This is where it all begins, folks, like I say on many of my videos, at the front door. And if you're new, like I say, new to the channel, thank you again for subscribing. And as I said, there's certain things you have to remember. Of course, this is where it begins, on the front door. Most important thing, because if CAPA to come knocking on your door when you become license free, like Inspector C, this is where it all begins, folks. So I will do the next part of the video, and just remember that, all the new people. Thank you very much, and we'll get to chat about what's up, some other things in a minute after this.
I will not be pushed, filed, stamped, indexed, briefed, debriefed, or numbered. My life is my own. I resign.
Welcome everybody to the channel. You may say, why has this tin of Marmite got anything to do with the BBC and reform the BBC? Well, the thing is, I don't like Marmite. It's cost £3.50 a tin, nearly £4 for a tin of Marmite, which is about the same as a TV licence, which is going to cost £4 a week. It's £20, it's going to be £20 a month shortly because of this increase in the budget and stuff like that. The BBC, believe you me, they'll be after some more money off you. Anyway, today I'd like to compare that situation with my great friend here, who's turned up today to join me. He's my friend Cato, who's not been very well for a while because of one or two problems, but he's been to the vets. He's on some medication, like myself. On medication, yes, and it's not Marmite medication, believe you me. It's just for his stomach, and it's for his situation he's in. Yes, back to Marmite. Yes. Of course, one thing that he won't eat, actually, my dog, is Marmite. He hates it like me. Yes, Marmite, you see, it costs nearly £4 a tin now. This is nearly £3.80, £3.60, something like that, for a tin of Marmite. Now, I know this Marmite. Many years ago, I was working in a guy who's a French polisher. Believe it or not, he was a French polisher, and he used to use this Marmite when he got scratches on a table and the people come to have it repaired. He used to put this Marmite on, let it soak into the wood, so it could help him blend in the oak. If it's an oak table, he used to use it. So So anyway, the thing was, I just thank everybody who's just joined the channel again. Some new people. Thank you very much for joining me, Inspector C and Cato here, on our little podcast today together. And yes, what it is, you see, you've got a choice. I don't buy Marmite. I don't really want to buy it. And like I said, with the BBC licence fee, it should be a choice whether you want to pay the licence fee or not. That's what my old channel, this channels have been about since I started here. Since I actually started here nearly 2 years ago. Yeah, I've come up to 400 subscribers. Thank you very much. And I'm talking to you lot out there, people who subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and help me get my message across, because this is what I'm trying to say. The Marmite, this is not a comparison, but it's like if you can understand that, if you don't like something, you don't want to buy it, and you won't buy it. And of course, if you don't want to watch the BBC, it's your choice whether you want to have it in your house and have it on your shelf to eat or whatever, to watch. And that's what the BBC are doing. They're pumping it out to you, and you get a licence fee. You've got to pay it because you're watching. Now, if you're not watching, like I'm not watching, I don't pay. So I rang them up and told them I don't want a BBC licence anymore because I'm not watching. I'm not paying you nearly £4 a week. Need to get on. It'd probably be that or something like that. That's what it should be. What they're after in this new budget. But they put it back to for 2 years. The government. But as I said, that may change in this new budget coming up on Thursday. But to talk about the Marmite situation, well, you've got a choice. Some people like it, some people love it, but it's not for me. That's the choice of the channel. That's what I'm trying to get across to you, that you have the right to say no, even though it's being pumped into your house. It's not your fault. It's being beamed into your house. You know, I mean, I've got this tin of Marmite here. It's not mine. It's somebody else's actually. But the point is, I don't have Marmite in my house. But that's because I have to get it, but to put it in my house. But the point is, BBC are throwing it into your house like ITV come into your house, but on an aerial. But they pay for it by advertisements. I mean, there's no reason why I can't watch ITV because they want me to watch ITV because it's adverts revenue. So the more people watch ITV, the more people will get revenue. That's how it works. Entertainment. You like Netflix, they get advertisements coming up now. YouTube, this YouTube channel, they get people to pay by advertisements. Now, if you did what I've done, like I told you, come join me on this channel and just close your license, cancel your license tomorrow, or if you're new here, like I said, if you're thinking about doing it, it's a bit of a wrench to do it. But what I'm trying to get across to you all is that if you just rang up and cancelled tomorrow and saved yourself £160 with this time of year now, it's a very, very tight budget. Everybody's going to cut back. It's coming into your house, whether you like it or not. If you cancel, and try for 6 months or 12 months or whatever, save yourself some money. But the point is, if you do that, then the BBC will say, well, there's 1 million people cancelled the licence. 1 million people cancelled. And that'll be a big blow to them. They'll just say, well, we'll have to think of another plan, another way of getting revenue. Instead of knocking on your door, trying to demand it from you, whether you watch it or not, it doesn't make any difference anymore because it's coming into your house. It's like if Netflix suddenly just had beaming it into your house and you say, right, end of the month, here's your £14 bill, and you've got to pay it, you say to them, well, I don't want to watch it. You put a block on it. I don't want to watch something like and have to pay £14 a month unless I want to watch it, So the same thing with BBC. They're just pumping it out, and it's like the Marmite situation. I don't like Marmite. I'm not saying I don't like the BBC, but I'm saying I don't want to watch it. I watch other things. Now, if it's coming through via commercial means, that means the iPlayer can be commercialised. It goes, say, £4.99 a month or something, £5 a month. And the iPlayer then would be commercialised, will go all over the world, and they'd get more revenue than what they're getting now, the £4 billion they're getting for doing nothing. By just have it off everybody, every household in the country. Now, every household in this country doesn't have Marmite, as far as I know. So anyway, that's the premise of the channel, really, to make people aware that you can opt out and just say no, thank you very much, and become legally licensed free, like Inspectors see, by ringing them, get your 2-year exemption, and that's what it's about, folks. That's what I'm doing this for, just for you to understand what you can do. Now, of course, there's other great guys on here. Mr. Chili John got a great channel. He's going through it all, far more detail. But I'm doing it my way, a different way of looking at it, because there's no knocks on the door at the moment. I should be getting a renewal shortly in February, and they've not come knocking, and that's been fine with me. Because if they do come knocking, I'll answer the door and say, yes, I don't watch BBC. Thank you very much. Goodbye. But it's coming into my house. But what can I do? Because it's not my fault it's coming into my house. They say they want to catch you out watching it and fine you or take it to court and everything else because you haven't paid for it. Well, I said, well, it's not my fault it's come into my house. So you cannot blame people who are blagging it off, not becoming like legally license free like Inspector C, because I'm doing it the legal way by having nobody coming to threaten me or knock on my door. If they do, I just tell them, I'm sorry, I'm not watching, but I'm not watching anyway. So the thing is, they have to have evidence to come into your property to check that you're watching, but they're finding you guilty before you've even done anything. It's coming into your house, and whether you watch it or not, it doesn't make any difference to them. You've cancelled your agreement that you got to pay, and I don't want to pay. Like I say, I don't want Marmite in my house. So anyway, that's the scenario for today. Anyway, and of course my mate here, my friend Cato, is getting a bit anxious. He wants to go for a walk. Now, of course, he's had 1 or 2 problems with his liver, and I advise anybody who ever gets a dog, you must take out insurance for a dog, because at the moment he's not very well, and he looks great, but he's having problems, he's been sick a lot, and he's been going off his food and stuff like that. But he has got liver problems. But he's on a month trial now for 1 or 2 things, aren't you, mate? You're on a month medication. See how we're going to go on now. What do you say to the BBC when they come knocking, Cato? What do you say to them? Come on, it's very important. This is part of your channel. This is your channel as well as mine. Come on, it's you. Come on. Are we going to say something? Come on. You know, you can. You know, what do you want to say? What do they say to them if they come knocking on the door? The BBC. When they knock on your door, what do you say to them? Good. That's what you say. That's. Oh yes, he wants to go for a walk, don't you, mate? You want to go, don't you? He wants to go. That's why you say nothing. You don't engage with them. You don't say nothing. Whether you do it the legal way or like me, like Inspector C, or you're just blagging them up, and you're going to get letters, and you're going to get your red letter to come on your door. That's what's going to happen, folks. So I'm doing it this way because I wanted to get people to understand that you can do it, and not any harassment, put it that way. But like I said, we'll know, because I'm shortly coming up to my 2-year exemption running out. Now they maybe forgot about me. So it's all been documented on the channel, like my Marmite here. I have to give it to somebody who I've got this for, just to give this analogy today about the Marmite situation. I've got to get rid of it because I just don't eat it. But it's actually the Queen. The Queen must have had it sometime, because it's got the Queen's label on there, Marmite. And I don't know, but I just don't like the taste of it. It just upset me. So that's the scenario. You know, the BBC are beaming it out to you like the old terrestrial television. Everybody used to get it, you know. But now there's so many things you can watch, and you can watch everything on catch-up anyway. You know, as long as it's not live, and that monopoly is going to change in 2027. And of course, it's the reason I'm doing this channel. It's up to you, the public out there, to say to yourself, well, I want to save myself some money. I don't have to pay. What's the problem? I don't want to pay my license, so I'm not going to watch it. If it's coming into your house, you're going to watch it. They've got to catch you watching it for a start. Anyway, whether you're doing it my way or whatever. And they're not going to do it, are they, really? Because the detective vans are just a joke. But anyway, it's up to you, folks. But I don't want to make you want to do that. But I'm just saying there's a way to do it like I've done. If you're not watching, you're not paying. And that's the main slogan of the channel. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who's just recently joined me on this quest, or whatever you want to call it. Yes, quest or something, to become legally license free and have the choice about what I want, Marmite or not. I don't know, but anyway, as I said. But anyway, as I said, I'm coming up to 400 people now. I didn't think I'd ever get to sort of 400, and I wasn't really that bothered about it, to be honest with you. At least I'm not talking to myself like an idiot. But there's 400 people out there, and thank every one of you for helping me with the channel to get the message across. And hopefully I might be able to get a couple of million people doing the same as me, and the BBC will tomorrow, they will wake up tomorrow, the BBC, and say, who's this Inspector C? Has got 2 million people to cancel the license. You know, they may be after me. They may come after me, like Mr. Alex, what's his name? Alex Belfield used to say, they'll be coming after me, like Mr. Belfield used to say. They'll be after me. And, well, we'll see. We'll see, because I'm waiting for them on the front door. I'm there at the front door waiting for them. Not come yet, but maybe they will. But if they do come, there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear, because they used to do the TV adverts where they come out with a butty van, like the detector vans. Well, you see, the problem is a TV is not a receiver. Only it is now because it is a Wi-Fi connection to the internet. So if you're watching the iPlayer, then you've got to sign in. But the old terrestrial televisions, the old analog televisions, were not a receiver, so they couldn't get a signal only as a receiving signal. It wasn't a receiver. It wasn't a transmitter. So they couldn't get a transmitter signal. They could get a slight signal from the house, but they had no evidence in a court. Nobody, as far as I know, ever went to court by being prosecuted by a detector van. And that's what they used to do, run it on fear. And once the vans come round your area, that if you hadn't had a licence, you go and paid it. You went and paid because of fear of having £1,000 fine and going to jail. So this is all run on fear, but not anymore, folks. If you join me on this channel, thanks a lot, and they say what it is, you don't have to have the fear anymore. That's gone. There's so many things you can watch on the internet anyway, and watch catch up. Like I said, you're not going to miss the BBC. It takes a while to get used to it. Excuse me. It takes a while to get used to not having the BBC, but I'm sure you'll find lots of other things you can watch, and especially catch up and other things. So anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it there. I went on a bit of a rant today, but like I said, it's very important that you understand that that's why I'm doing it, folks. It's just a way of getting it across that you can change things, not politicians, it's you out there, the British public, who want to change this situation and have the BBC have commercialised, have a new business plan by, ITV, Channel 4, and any other company like Netflix or Amazon Prime. They're making money there, and of course they can go worldwide. The BBC, they get more customers than 20 million people households have got in this country. They can have, well, we just realised there's 8 billion people on the planet. So, there's 8 billion people could watch the BBC if they wanted to. So they've got to change their ways, and that's what I'm hoping to do with this channel. If you understand that you can do what I've done, if I can do it, anybody can. Anyway, folks, I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And from today, obviously, that's the message on the channel, is to go out there, cancel your licence, and become licence free, like Inspector C. And I will see you all on the next one. Let me know how you get on. If it has influenced you anyway, let me know, because obviously I'm doing this to try and help people want to cancel. If they want to cancel, have the right to either have Marmite in your house or not have Marmite. That's up to you. But like I said, that's the aim of the channel, and I want to thank everybody who's some nice comments and stuff like that. Thanks very much, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye now.